Concrete, now with 100% less heartbreak. And 100% less of that one fundy who disappears the moment he hears M-Pesa message Amingia. Listen. We need to have a very serious, emotionally vulnerable talk about your building project. Sit down. Take off your shoes. Have some tea. Actually, make it 2 teas and a mandazzi, because what we are about to tell you might cause involuntary weeping, specifically, tears of joy from finally choosing sanity over structural violence. We all know how construction in Kenya usually goes. It starts with a dream, entitled Diju bought in Kamulu, and a cousin who swears he knows a good fundi who built a church in Kitengela. 6 months later, you have half a foundation, a WhatsApp group called Site Updates Building Construction Fire that hasn't seen a message since the last general election, and a timber bill that looks like the national debt. Your shuttering has absorbed more rainwater than the Ndakani Dam, your cement bags have achieved sentience and are currently plotting an escape route to Uganda, and your fundi mkuu is, as always, Hapa tu Hapa, boss, Niko kwa Miganakuja sasa hivi. Spoiler alert, he is not Hapa tu. He is currently in a local pub 3 towns away, spending your money on cold drinks and narrating how he is managing a big international investor. This is not a construction site. This is a hostage situation. And timber is holding your life savings for ransom. Enter Newpack Creations Beams and Blocks Floor, the flooring system that arrives on a flatbed truck, not in a family crisis meeting. Trophy why you need this, unless suffering is your spiritual gift. 1. No shuttering. Full stop. Kabisa. Bye. You know how traditional shuttering works, right? You buy expensive timber. You pay people to build a temporary, unstable wooden ceiling. You pour concrete on top of it. Then you wait 28 full days, 28. While praying to every known deity that it doesn't rain, the mixer doesn't choke on its own oil, and the night guard doesn't borrow 3. Guard doesn't borrow 3 bags of cement to go fix his own chicken coop. Then you remove the timber, and it's warped and useless anyway. And right then, your useless cousin looks up and says, "See, we should have used beams and blocks?" I saw it on TikTok. That cousin is legally banned from the housewarming. With beams and blocks, there is 0 shuttering. You lay the beams. You slot in the blocks like Lego. You pour a thin topping. You go home. You eat ugali. You sleep like a baby. The floor exists in the morning. It's practically witchcraft, except it's engineering, and it won't get you excommunicated from church. 2. Speed that would embarrass a forward traveler's matatu. Your neighbor started his slab the same week you started yours. He chose the traditional ancestral way. He is currently sourcing just 3 more pieces of blue gum timber, arguing with a lorry driver about a sand delivery that contains 40% mud, and filing a missing persons report for his foreman. You? You are already hosting a housewarming. There is a caterer. There is a bouncy castle. Your neighbor can see the bouncy castle from his unfinished, waterlogged foundation. This psychological warfare is entirely intentional. 3. The silence of the tenants, acoustic luxury. Our acoustic insulation is legendary. It is so thick that your upstairs tenant can host a full, aggressive midnight Zumba class while you, downstairs, enjoy the peaceful, undisturbed slumber of someone who makes excellent financial decisions. No more hearing your neighbor's 3 a.m. passionate theological debate with his wife on the phone. No more knowing, in vivid detail, what your tenant is cooking based on the exact frequency of the sulfuria scraping the gas cooker. Newpack floors are so quiet, you will briefly forget you have neighbors, until the first of the month when they suddenly reappear to tell you their salary has been delayed. Theft proof. We dare them. We double dare them. Let's be honest. Nairobi thieves are creative, but they are not superheroes. Which specific thief is going to casually walk off into the night with a 4-meter pre-stressed concrete beam under their arm? We want names. We want this person's CV. Because the logistics alone, the crane, the flatbed, the high-vis jacket to look official, the exit strategy through a Nairobi traffic jam, would make them qualified to be the CEO of a global logistics firm. Your materials are safe. Your neighbor's timber, though? That is already gone. It left last Tuesday on a boda. It is currently being used as firewood at a butchery. 5. Save coins until your M-Pesa app cries tears of joy. Minimal specialized labor is required. The system is so intuitive and simple to assemble that even your nephew, the one who has been about to start a tech startup since 2019 and currently specializes in reposting motivational quotes by Elon Musk, could be genuinely useful on site for once. This will be the most productive day of his adult life. Take a photo. Frame it. Less time on site means less overtime tea and mandazzi. Less of your site manager sending you WhatsApp voice notes at 11:45 p.m. that begin with a heavy sigh and, Sasa Bwana, Kuna Kashida Kidogo Imetokia. 6. Earthquake resistant, because vibes and inshallah is not a structural plan. We reinforce with high-strength plinth beams. Our floors are engineered to stay standing even when the earth decides to express itself dramatically. Because a house that develops cracks during a minor tremor does not have rustic charm, it has a lawsuit, and your insurance company will block your number. Your building should outlast earthquakes, your bank loan, your first marriage, your children's terrible financial decisions, and at least 4 different political regimes.